Well, I have, in some ways, the sad part of closing of ceremony of this wonderful event. First of all, I would like to thank you all, for me personally, because it's been an incredible journey. As Line was saying earlier on, a year ago, we were thinking how we would get around organizing something like this. It was the first time ever that we were having a DigiEduHack, and we were strong believers in that it could happen, but of course, until it happens, you cannot really be so happy about it. So I've been really absolutely thrilled to see what has been going on in the last 24 hours. It's been absolutely incredible. I remember from yesterday's advices that we were receiving from the first persons opening the event, that they were saying to be creative, to focus on the quality. We had this go, and I see Ariana there, go wild, take risks, make mistakes. And I also remember the one of have fun. And I've seen that what has been going on here for the last 24 hours has been a mixture of all this. Of course, nobody said about have a sleepless night, but that has also been a very important ingredient. Now, the other thing that I remember my colleagues were warning me about is that it will be very noisy. There will be a lot of noise around. And yet I was quite amazed because there was not so much noise outside, there was a lot of noise inside the minds. I saw that there was very deep concentration, that there were very, very engaged conversations. There was a very thorough analysis of everything, all the possibilities and the solutions. And above all, I saw there was a very, very strong commitment from everybody who was participating. So one very important message that I would like to pass on today is that we've just seen the wonderful winners of this event, but all the others are also winners. It's very important because we know that there are many other solutions that have been proposed. Maybe they were not mature enough. Maybe there were still some parts that needed to be further thought. But from the European Commission's point of view, we want to take everything into account. So I just want to invite you to upload your solutions. It doesn't matter whether you won the award or not. We want to hear everything. We want all this information because the wealth of the thinking that has been going on today, yesterday and today in this venue and in all the other venues that were connected to us is something that we cannot lose. This is, I think somebody was mentioning yesterday, this is the very first time that we have this kind of approach within this Digital Education Action Plan that we have been mentioning several times throughout these 24 hours. This is the sole action that we have where it's really participatory, whether we really want the stakeholders to actually give their views and help us find solutions. And that means stakeholders at all levels. It's universities, it's schools, it's companies, but it's also the people. And this is something that I think is very important for everybody to understand. I think that everybody, I will not go on about how important digital is because I think I'm talking to the converted here. What I would like is all the converted here are able afterwards to pass on this message because we are at the brink of a very, very breakthrough moment where we have to think of how digital transformation is going to help at all levels. And we've seen it around here. It's not just at the at higher education level, it's at the schools, it's at everyday life because learning is something that is going to happen at all stages of our life. And because education has to change and education has to go beyond what we know now as the limited environments that we've been thinking of. So I really think that I count on you, on all of you, to actually pass on this message. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the people that have been making this possible. For us, from the European Commission's point of view, the collaboration with our colleagues from the EIT Climate Kick which Line was presenting earlier on, has been paramount. Actually, they had a lot of experience with the Climathon, and it was very important for us to count on their support. Of course, we've also had the very strong collaboration as well from other knowledge and innovation communities from the EIT. We had seen earlier on, we had the EIT Kick Food, we had InnoEnergy, we had digital and raw materials. And of course, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart Aalto University, because of the support to organize this, because of the venue, but also, again, personally, because it's been a fantastic experience to see how a dream can come true. 10 years ago, it did not exist, and now it's something which is thriving, and I think it's setting an example for which is the way forward. And I just want to take the opportunity to congratulate Aalto University and also to thank them because of having had this possibility of sharing it. Again, also, this would not have been possible without the steering committee. We had these very dedicated members who were giving their advice, helping us with new ideas, approaches, have given incredibly fantastic and enthusiastic motivational speeches, which I think that will live on, and of course everything will continue to be online. So that's, I think, very important to be used in the future. And of course, all the participating organizations that have been making this possible, including our colleagues from DigiEduHack. Thank you very much. You've made it really easy for everybody to continue having the momentum. Thank you also for the collaboration for the awards. Thank you very much, because it's just given it a different dimension. And of course, I want to thank, obviously, the hackers, because without the hackers, we don't have a hackathon. So thank you very much, and keep the spirit for this. And then the other thing I wanted to add now is this opportunity of this becoming something that has more possibilities of award. We've had some awards today. Other venues have also had their own awards. And the idea behind this is to afterwards have a global award, which will entail 5,000 euros. So it's a bit even higher than what the awardees have had today. And the way that this will work is that the steering committee will be selecting 10 to 12 finalists from all the winners from the different events. So our steering committee, together with the Commission, will be deep in thought for the next weeks. There's a lot of work to be done there, because if all the awards, if all the awards from the other venues are as incredibly interesting and good as the ones we've had here, then it's going to be a tough decision. Once these finalists are announced, and we expect to announce them before the end of the year, then there will be a voting that will be public. So the public voting will decide on the three winners of this 5,000 euro award. So this is just for all of you to keep keep it in mind and keep the momentum going. And I would say as well, another important part, which has been hinted earlier on, this has been a very successful experience, and an experience that we really think that should not end now. So therefore, I just want to officially announce that this is the first of many hackathons on education. So there will be more DigiEduHacks. So Line, get ready. And I was looking at the figures from the Climathon, how it has been progressing. I think we are on the good road, because already on the first year, we've had a lot of cities, so that's a good start. And we're aiming high, so we're counting on all your support to continue to go and grow even more, because we really think that for the future of education, and I'm talking about this as coming from the Directorate General dealing with education and culture in the European Commission, this is the way forward. This is the way to actually understand how we can make a move, how we can change for the future and really become innovative, innovative teaching, learning, education in general. So this is, I think, where the future lies. So I should add that the winners of the Global Award will also become digital education ambassadors in our next DigiEduHack. So that's more of an incentive, but it doesn't mean that the rest of you are going to stop being ambassadors. You continue to also be part of this community, which I think has to grow and expand for the future. Thank you very much again. Good luck to all of you. Get a sleep, you need it, because we need your minds to continue thinking very strongly. Thank you so much. Thank you.